Stop.
Alrighty, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to CTE. I'm Henry. This is Theo.
What up, you cucks? Welcome back.
Today, going to be discussing the International Fight Week announcement of Mcgregor versus Chandler and everything surrounding it, how the fight's going to go, whatever, and all this bullshit that's been going down recently with him and USADA. So,
And will the UFC announce the fight, or is it just gonna come
yeah,
from
exactly.
McGregor?
The only announcement we've had is from him on New Year's, that stupid video he made with the glass of wine and shit, the 185 and all that
And
shit.
then the
So
evil laugh,
yeah, the James Bond stupid
villain laugh.
evil villain laugh he's been doing recently. But yeah, I mean as of right now, that's all we've gotten. No UFC announcement about the fight, no you know anything official, just that video of him on New Year's announcing that that will be his return date, which is honestly kind of, it sucks. I mean, the fact that we have to wait 7 months
Yeah,
for a fight that should have already happened. Like, first it was supposed to be 296, it was going to be December, and then it was going to be 300, and now it's not going to be until fucking June. It's like, dude, what
and
is the.
even then, it's like, is it gonna be in June? Because this is coming from McGregor,
Yeah.
who announced his fight at 300, who announced his fight at
Yeah, that's what I was
296.
saying. Like he
Yeah,
said
so it's
at
like,
that one boxing event, he's like, "Oh, it's December," and then December rolls around, no Conor, no Conor at all. And then after December, he's like 300, it'll be in April. And then no, not at 300. And now it's fucking in June at International Fight Week, that's a big card. That's one of the bigger cards of the year. So I get why they would save McGregor for a card like that, but at the same time, it's like, why the fuck do we have to wait until June?
why another 7 months?
7 months. Like he's just, I don't know what the deal is. Like the UFC parted ways with USADA because they wouldn't allow the UFC to get this fight made because of, I guess, him using PEDs to heal from his leg, whatever, which makes total sense. And I feel like
Yeah,
other
well,
guys,
you have to when it comes to, like, if he just had a simple leg break or an ankle break, something like that. Okay, maybe not. But he destroyed his leg.
what's
It
the
was
word for it?
destroyed.
It's a compound fracture, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that what
no,
it's
no.
called?
Compound fracture is when the bone's sticking out.
Oh yeah, okay.
But
It was like
he
a Paul
regardless of
George.
what, he destroyed his leg,
Yeah,
and he needed those to heal. So what he did was correct. You should have taken that year off, healed, and then taken a year to 6 months to get those things out of your system, get clean, get
yeah.
back on the thing, and then hop in the
The testing
USADA
pool.
drug testing pool, which
Yeah.
was supposed to be the whole plan.
Which he did.
Yeah, exactly. Now USADA, and it's just all that. So regardless, they're done with. That's out of the way. There's really no issues right now that I can see that the public knows of that's
Yeah.
holding this fight. It just kind of seems to be the problem of, I guess, from Connor's camp, because we know it's not from Chandler's camp.
Yeah,
Chandler's
no,
camp
Chandler
been
has nothing
waiting
to
there.
do with what's been going on. Chandler's
Exactly.
obviously ready to go. He's been ready to go. His last
Chandler's
fight
all
was
yes.
against Poirier at 281, which was end of 2022. Chandler sat out the entire year waiting
Which
for the
he
Conor
doesn't.
fight.
He doesn't want to do that. You think
Yeah.
Chandler? He's getting older.
37.
Yeah, he's going to be 38 by the time this fight comes around.
Yeah.
You think he wants to be sitting there at
No.
38 fighting Conor? No, he wants to get this fight done, so hopefully he can get another fight in eventually before he retires or something.
Yeah.
He doesn't. This is not how this fight wants
He
to go
could have
for
already
him.
fought 2-3 times by now.
Exactly, and he's just getting. I mean, don't get me wrong. Connor's, as Cormier said, he's playing the puppet master right now. He's just pulling all the strings.
Yep.
He's trolling, doing
You
as
do
he
what you're
pleases.
told.
Yeah, which is
Like-
Connor, and I get that. But at the same time, it's like, will we ever see? You're calling this the greatest comeback of all time, greatest
Yeah.
sports. It arguably could be. Will
Yeah.
it ever happen though? Are we ever going to see? The
Is he
return of
setting
Conor?
our expectations too high for what could overall be a lackluster return? So
Yeah, I think he's Connor.
who knows? I mean, yeah, it's not like we're talking about just anybody here.
This
Like
is-
if there's one guy that could come back and really show out, it would be Conor.
And just
You
even
know.
just the pay-per-view sales it'll do, the amount of promotion, just what this fight will mean for the UFC. Period. It's Conor McGregor.
Yeah,
Every casual in the world is going to tune in and watch this fight.
Yeah.
Every bit. People who don't even give a shit about the UFC, the fighting game, any of it, are going to hear the name Conor McGregor's fighting, and they're going to want to tune in.
Yeah, it's
It's
gonna
just-
be like bigger than when Mike Tyson got out of prison, dude.
Yeah,
It's gonna be it's gonna be a big fucking deal,
But,
and
like,
we'll do a shit ton of pay-per-view buys. Michael Chandler's probably the perfect opponent for him to come back and fight. They did the whole Ultimate Fighter.
Yes.
There's they got plenty of stuff for the promo package to build it up, and the press conference will be great. It's going to be amazing, but
Will it happen?
yeah, will it actually happen on June 29th?
And is it going to happen at 85 or is it going to happen at 55?
It should be 55. If it
There's-
happens at 85 is a complete joke in my opinion. He's just fucking with us. He's not serious about it being at 185. There's no way.
There's no way he can be.
It doesn't
makes
benefit either guy.
No sense. I saw some meme the other day. It was hilarious. Some guy was like, Connor's just gonna get Chandler to bulk up to 185 and then
Decide he wants to do
decide
55
to do
and make him
55 or
cut.
something.
Yeah, that's
It's
some
like-
shit Conor would do, bro.
but the still the point is it's like that benefits of no one.
It
Because
doesn't,
say
dude.
Conor wins, he's gonna come back and start fighting at the 185 division. He'll get
No.
torn apart.
Exactly.
So like the only division that makes sense is 155,
100%.
maybe 170, but even then
Yeah.
that doesn't make of sense for either of these
They
fighters.
could do it at 70, like when Conor fought Diaz. Those
But
were at
that
170,
was
which was a
different.
little bit different.
Yeah.
But if he wants to come back and actually make another title run, which
It's
I feel like it's a
55.
little late for that, but let's say that's his plan, then Chandler's top 5, still number 5 at lightweight. If they do it at 55, he beats Chandler, then he's number 5 at lightweight, and then we'll probably end up getting a title shot because it's Conor.
Well, that's what I said. Like,
So-
well, I mean, regardless, he's at most 2 fights away from a title. He's 2 wins away from a title.
Yeah,
shot.
yeah, I say even if he beats Chandler, he'll get a title shot. I genuinely do. I think if
mean-
he comes in, especially if he knocks him out, which I think he will, then I think they do McGregor versus Makhachev, which
mean,
would do massive fucking numbers,
Yeah.
dude. Imagine how many fucking pay-per-views that shit would sell. Obviously, Islam would maul him, but the build-up, like Conor Khabib too, pretty much.
Yeah.
So that would be insane. But when it comes to the matchup of McGregor versus Chandler, I think it's definitely his best matchup in the top 5 for
100%.
sure. It's like he's not going to fight Sarukian. He doesn't want to fight Poirier again. He doesn't want to fight Gaethje. He doesn't want to fight Charles. Although I think him versus Charles would be sick, but
Yeah, but again, as you said, like you said with Makhachev, Charles more than likely just steamrolls him.
yeah, Charles
Dogs
probably just
him at
subs him
this
in
point.
the first round.
Yeah.
But Chandler,
That's his best matchup at 155 in
Yeah.
order to take the right steps getting back to the title.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
100% the best shot.
It
'Cause as
definitely
you
is.
said,
It's the oldest guy in the top 5. One of the only guys that is older than him.
Yes.
Because
And-
the
and
max
again,
35.
If
so.
he can beat him, he's Conor McGregor. His
Yeah.
name carries enough weight to get him a title shot. And just say even if they don't give him the title shot off that, okay, he has 2 losses. Okay, so he gets 1 win, then he fights Poirier again or something like that.
Yeah.
He beats Poirier, but regardless, I do agree with you with what you said. If he gets 1 win, they're more than likely just.
Oh
gonna
yeah,
give him the
he'll
title
definitely
shot.
get the title shot.
he's
Being
Conor
top
McGregor.
5 ranked, that's enough for a guy like Conor to be like, okay, yeah, title shot.
Strickland, yeah, I mean, I know Strickland, Izzy gave it to Strickland, but even
Yeah,
look at
he was like
Strickland,
number
he got the
6,
title,
number
yeah, he
7.
got the title shot,
Yeah.
and he had come off of
He
Two
got a
bum.
ranked win with the Mavov, and then
Yeah.
he beat Abus, who wasn't even ranked at the time.
exactly, and then but however, before that he was 0-2. So
Yeah.
that's the point. Is like the UFC is a little bit more open and willing to give out title shots when the
Yeah.
champions want it, and especially if your name's Conor McGregor, they're gonna give you.
And
that title
Islam will welcome that fight.
100.
will welcome that
shot.
fight,
'Cause
dude.
then
Not only
if
will he get,
Islam
yeah,
beats Conor, then it just puts a nail in the
Exactly.
coffin. It's done with
Yeah.
McGregor. He's more than likely gonna have to retire.
but if McGregor comes back, let's say he loses to Chandler, that's probably it. I mean,
I would hope.
which would be so disappointing for all this, greatest return in sports history, the amount of time we've waited for this fight to be announced, and for him to come back and let's say he gets knocked out or gets injured again or some shit, or maybe something with the leg happens, or like even like an eye poke or like some sort of doctor stoppage bullshit. Like if any of that nonsense happens, that would just be incredibly disappointing.
he better be delivering us a
Yeah.
knockout for all this stuff that he's
Yeah,
done, for
all the shit we've been
trolling.
through,
Yes.
the amount of time we've waited, he better come out and fucking starch Chandler.
Yes.
Which he has definitely, there's 100% a chance of that happening. So many people are acting like, oh, there's no way. Like
Yeah.
it fucking just makes
Have you
me
not
so
watched
annoyed.
have you not watched how wide Chandler leaves his chin and his ability to get punched?
Yeah,
If Conor can weather the first round, I think he'll be able to put Chandler away.
Yeah,
Chandler's cardio is
100%.
gone in the second round.
and McGregor doesn't have the best cardio either, per se.
but he doesn't rush in there the way Chandler does and just gas
No,
himself out.
I watched a couple Chandler fights recently. I rewatched the Gaethje fight. I rewatched the Poirier fight. And first round Chandler is incredibly dangerous. Don't get me wrong. Like
Right.
I understand Chandler could go out there and like Chandler had Poirier in some real trouble in the first round. Chandler had Gaethje in some real trouble in the first round as well in their fight. But, he goes out there like a fucking just guns
Madman.
blazing, throwing these really big wind-up shots, completely blowing his cardio. And not only that, but Gaethje and Poirier aren't necessarily counter strikers. I mean, Poirier eventually countered Chandler and cracked him, and so did Gaethje as well with the uppercut.
But
But I'd
not to
say
the
Conor's a
degree.
better counter striker than both those
Yeah,
guys.
not to the degree at
So if
which
Chandler
Conor
goes
is.
out there swinging all these wild shots at McGregor, he's gonna slip him, hit him with some Eddie Alvarez counter, shots, and fucking put him away. I feel like Chandler has a great chin, but with the amount of damage he suffered in the Poirier fight, the Chandler fight, and getting TKO'd by Charles, um, while McGregor's basically taken no damage. I mean, obviously the terrible injury, but other than that, his chin hasn't really suffered much damage.
Right.
Not as much as Chandler has, but people act like Connor's as washed as Tony Ferguson, and it fucking pisses me off. Like the fact that people think he's that washed is just absurd in my opinion. Like let me know in the comments what you guys think, but I don't think he's nearly as
No.
washed as fucking
Oh
Tony.
no, no, nowhere near.
Yeah,
Uh,
not even close.
I mean, I do think that just with the amount of hype and what he's been doing in the trolling, that he does, if he does, when he comes back, and if he comes back for the International Fight Week, he needs to put on a show. He needs to put on a knockout or some spectacular performance just for what he's been doing and all the shit and the trolling. I love it. It's Conor McGregor. There's nothing else expected from him. But I just think he needs to get in there, the cage, and fight. And
Yeah,
I'm
agreed.
hoping it's going to be International Fight Week. I'm hoping they get it done. But it's just as of right now, I'm kind of being the pessimistic person.
Yeah,
But
no,
I'm
I
just
don't blame
sitting
you.
back and
I don't blame
watching
you at
and
all.
waiting
Like
because it's just been too much.
as
With
big
Conor.
of a Connor fan
Too
as
much
I am,
tickling my balls,
like
man.
yeah,
Too much
dude,
tickling
we're
my
tired
balls.
we're tired of getting fucking blue balled.
I'm tired of getting
Okay?
edged here, Connor. You're edging me.
He's literally teased us 3 different times. Oh, December. Oh, April, and now
I
it's
told you,
fucking June. And
Tom.
imagine it gets pushed back again, and it's just like, dude, then
I'll
it'll
lose
be
my
at the point where
shit.
it's like no one gives a shit anymore.
Right. I mean,
So
I'll always still care. It's
yeah,
Conor McGregor. It's
but
the
it's just
return.
like get this shit done. International Fight Week, greatest return of all time. Let's fucking see it happen, dude.
Let's
So
get it
let's
done, McGregor.
yeah, let's get it rolling. Fucking have this fight made. And yeah, just get it announced. If the UFC wants to officially announce it right now, go ahead, dude. Even
Please
though it's
do.
not for months and it wouldn't make sense
Come
for
on,
them
Uncle
to,
Dana.
just Dana, announce this shit. Like fucking get on your live stream and scream at the camera like
Right.
you always do and announce the fucking fight just so we know.
Oil you up, Dana.
And then they could do like what they did with Conor versus Aldo. They could do like a year-long
Yes.
press tour.
Yes.
Yeah, for the fight, which would be awesome. We haven't seen that in a long time. So I say they do
get
that.
the fight done, Connor.
Yeah.
Get it done.
So we want to see the greatest return in sports history. We'll see how the fight goes. I say the outcome is most likely a round 1 KO from either side. But after round 1, Chandler goes full retard. So, so I think that
You never
after,
go full
if
retard.
it does go past the first round, then Chandler is going to be gassed and just completely throw all fight IQ out the window. Even in the first round, he's kind of like that too, but he's, fresh gas tank, so he's pretty dangerous. But either way, we'll see what McGregor shows up. We'll see if it's, coked out, alcoholic McGregor, or if it's focused, UFC 205 McGregor. We don't know. 35 years old, is getting to the point past his prime, as most fighters start to slow down at that age.
Right.
Chandler's going to be 38, though. Hasn't fought for a while. But yeah, we'll see what happens, boys. Just wanted to make this quick little video here about the whole announcement and everything surrounding it. And hopefully, by the time June rolls around, we'll have our prediction video out for this card. So
Hopefully
if
they get it
anything happens,
announced.
we'll keep you guys updated. And we're going to have our 297 predictions out hopefully next week. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, that'll do it, boys.
Let us know what you guys think in the comments, if the fight's going to happen, what weight it'll be at, if it's going to fight in International Fight Week or when. Just let us know what you guys think in the comments, and yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, we want to hear your opinions about it because, Connor's polarizing. You love him, you hate him, whatever. But let us know what you think. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, at Cage Talk Everything. And yeah, we'll see you fuckers in the next one.
Peace, you cucks.
Peace.